Dudes, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Alan Wake 2. I have tried to turn those notifications off. Epic is on Do Not Disturb. I don't quite understand what the heck is going on with that situation. I keep getting those notifications. We're back with Saga.
Okay, let's recap what you've told us so far, Alan. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people,
Yeah.
making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes, fiction coming in contact with the dark place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything like darkness when night falls. But last time
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the dark place, make all this shit go away. Look, I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
Mr. Wake. Alan. We've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the dark place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
I'm so glad she believes it. It would be incredibly frustrating. Casey's not going to believe it, because Saga's the only one that's seen all this crap.
It's insane.
Yep.
And there's so much of it. Have you ever heard of the Cult of the Tree?
Creepy bunch, in the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness, possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
The cult. Yes. They have the clicker.
Are they working with
If
Scratch?
the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something?
Dude, he just said his memory's full of holes. What do you think? But this is the most important thing.
You are a handsome deer.
Oh, I'm not in my place, am I? So we've got the mind place and we've got the dark place. Casey? Nothing to say? Okay. This is bizarre. Three of 8, 1 of 9. Dude, we gotta look around a heck of a lot more. It's not a very flattering picture. Is that Scratch? He looks dead behind the eyes.
Wake said the cult has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker. Wake has a double. Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington. He's hunting Wake.
Okay, before we go any further, again, I have many questions. But I do wonder about Alice. Now, if Alan shows up, is she gonna think it's Scratch? Because surely the two may be the same person to her, but one is real. And if she knows that Alan's alive, what is she going to think of Scratch? Because she's been assuming it's his ghost because he's dead. Oh, I'm loving it.
Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa.
Needed a body. The only thing I can think of.
Eight remaining.
Why won't it let me get that? Oh. Right, we've got 18. I can actually upgrade something. What are we going to do first? Gunsmith? The shotgun? Or the pistol? I've got to be honest, I love my shotgun. So, reload speed is going to be a must. Auto fire mode. It does increase the rate of fire, but at the same time it worries me because we do not have infinite ammo. So yeah, I'm going to go with the shotgun because that's my big daddy gun. Then we're going to do increased reload speed.
In one fluid motion, Saga cracked open the shotgun, sending the empty hulls flying over her shoulder, and slammed the new shells in faster than she had imagined possible.
They even narrate that. Fantastic. Right, let's see if there's anything else we can add to our board, shall we? Well, immediately we have something on us, so let's do that first.
Wake just gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult.
I am very uncomfortable with Casey. He's not asked... I know he said he's going to let us take the lead. Is there more to that?
Yes.
Two birds, one stone. Oh, wrong button. Okay, Alex Casey lunchbox. Cauldron Lake. Seems like that's the only ones we've found so far. I need to stop pressing that. Cult stash. What? That's a good question. If they're putting notes in there, do they expect people to actually go into their cult stash?
The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return, written by Alan Wake. And the contents of this book are coming true. Why couldn't it have been a romance?
I agree with that. I do like a good romance novel. Also, that brings another question in, because we saw in the interview with Mr. Dorr that he'd already had a sequel to his initial book. So technically this is the third book, right? Return. Is that a complete red herring? So many questions. What am I doing? Okay. Entity inside the dark place called the Dark Presence. According to Wake, the presence can sometimes... Oh. Wake in the form of Scratch, the Dark Presence.
Keep trying.
Oh, yeah, I pressed the wrong button. Flashlight seems to weaken the Taken. Inside a bright light, Saga felt safe, like nothing could hurt her.
Okay.
They're interchangeable, yeah. He was trapped for 13 years. The story changes our reality bit by bit. The process is gradual. Fiction coming into contact with the dark place has the power to change it. Oh, really? Okay, yeah. If we don't stop it, Scratch will use the story to permanently change reality. Say what now? What? Ugh, there's more. I love how she clears her throat when I'm just really slow and not good at it. Must get the clicker before Scratch. With it, the story can be changed and Scratch will be sent back to the dark place.
Think, Saga.
The overlap? I entered the Cauldron Lake overlap by reciting the poem.
Makes sense.
But you also had a heart. Now, do you need one for each time? Wake, the cult could be followers of Scratch. They have the clicker after all. That's not the goal though, is it?
Nope.
That's not the goal. Oh. Never mind then. Oh, the story. For later. Okay. We done then. Did that add anything to the profiling? Say what now? Oh my goodness. No. Okay, let's go back. Mr. Wake, you're hiding pages.
Okay. Mr. Wake, I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here.
That was way too easy.
This is all I have. Be careful with them. Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon.
Oh, we going to Watery, where that dude came from the TV commercial. Didn't add anything to that though, did it? Yeah, it did. What?
The Cult of the Tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all this.
Are we going to Rose's trailer?
It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
Who are you looking at?
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
Why is Wake not asking questions about Casey? From now on, you can switch between Alan and Saga's stories via the bucket in the janitor's break room? Feel free to play in whatever order you choose.
Hi, welcome.
Past favorite Deer Fest ones. Go.
A yarn puppet.
Stuffed moose and squirrels one.
No, thank you. Those beady dead marble eyes still give me nightmares.
What janitor's break room?
And welcome to Coffee World, Boaties, Washington's best coffee-themed amusement park. All of our attractions are family-friendly and available to children of all ages, just like our coffee. So, take a sip of our own Deer Diner organic coffee and let the adventure begin.
They haven't come back.
Hello?
It says do not disturb, dude. Tammy didn't want me to come, I can tell. Oh, separate rooms. Not like the trip is even helping. I thought getting out of the city would inspire me, but Bright Falls is just a bunch of trees and empty storefronts. I need to find something. I'm tired of writing one-act plays about how shitty the world is. I thought scathing social commentary would make me feel like a real artist, but I don't know. It's not me. I want to write something weird, something really out there, something authentic. But what? F this town. I don't even want to get into what happened last night. It's weird though. Sitting here in the hotel room, some pieces are starting to fall together. An idea for a new play. The Space Cult. Burning down the galaxy in some misguided search for TBD. A lone man, an artist wandering the stars until his destiny puts him straight into the cult's path. All black cast? A musical? A rock opera? Sure. Oh, look.
Ed hadn't been the same since his latest show had closed. This wasn't the first time one of his productions had shuttered early. Scathing social commentary in a one-act play wasn't exactly filling seats. When Tammy told him she was taking a research trip to Bright Falls, he decided to tag along. Ed told her he wanted to find inspiration. Really, he just wanted a break from the city. But it was true that he certainly needed to find something. A voice, a direction, an idea, something authentic to himself. Ed knew he couldn't keep using Tammy's money to fund his playwriting. After the argument with Tammy, Ed stormed out of the diner and drove their rental car back to Cauldron Lake to prove a point. Now standing in the dark woods, the sun hidden by the trees, Ed wished he could remember what that point was. Something about masculinity. He cursed at himself and turned to go. Suddenly, he was blinded by a light in his face. Voices shouted and hands pushed him to the ground. Ed struggled, in vain.
Well, that's not great.
Tammy tapped her pen on her notebook. Alan Wake had ridden this same ferry into town when he arrived. This was his entry into Bright Falls. His first steps across the threshold. She wrote that down. She always found it helpful to walk in the victim's shoes, do what they did, see what they saw. It added great color to the book. Tammy felt raindrops on her face. God, again? She pulled up her hood. The rain just kept coming. She missed New York. So far, this hadn't been the simple research trip she pictured. First the incident at the lake, then the fight with Ed. It's not surprising tempers got hot. They were both on edge after what had happened. Tammy had said some things she regretted. She looked out over the harbor. A chill passed through her. She hoped Ed wouldn't do anything stupid.
How do you even go about writing this story? And I don't mean the manuscript pages, just tying everything together like this. The thoughts of each character. And how it even makes sense. Wow. I just can't. Nothing else? Dude. They're not in.
It's not opening.
Okay, so I think these are going to open one by one at some point. But also, what do they mean by the janitor? The janitor was in Alan's world. But how do I get to Alan's world?
It won't open.
He's going for it.
You wrote these pages in the dark place. So why are we finding them here?
I think I wrote them. I remember writing an endless amount of pages. When this happened before, the pages were being sent from the dark place to help me. Maybe the same thing is happening here.
That's all for now, Mr. Wake. Thank you for your cooperation.
You've honestly got nothing to say to Casey? Bizarre. That's so frustrating. But my question stands. Where's the janitor? Aha!
I'm the only one who understands the forces behind this. I can help you.
No, that's not how this works. You're a civilian, and we don't do ride-alongs. And if Scratch is after you, then so is the cult. We don't know who we can trust here.
Damn it, you are making a mistake.
I'll be sure to add that to the list.
time. Point of interest behind me. I'm assuming that is the... No, what is that? Locked door, locked door. I was going to say, why is there a pin there, but... Doy. Okay. I do kind of want to check out that point of interest. And I'm assuming it's not the door dancing? The guy dancing.
For that amount of money, you'll cause it yourself.
Yeah, I'm not taking that wager. Too many opportunities for interference.
This is the third time I was ready.
So it's outside.
It's keeping me awake all night.
This?
Yes, sir. Really sorry for that. Plugging the TV for the night?
Oh, there's an idea, Einstein.
Dude, what is this freaking point of interest, mate?
I'm plugging it. You're fixing it.
Of course, sir.
And we'll look into that in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, guys, let me know what you think. I say two things repeatedly, and I feel like a broken record, and I apologise for that. But one, how great this game is, and how impressed I am by it. And two, let me know what you think. I don't know. I just struggle to see how anyone could not enjoy this game. Wow. Anyway, I hope to see you all in the next one, where we're going to find out more about what's going on here. I'm going to play for Saga for a while. Calm down, girl. I'm going to play with Saga for a while, because we've been with Alan for a while. I think that's just a nice change of pace, get more stuff going on in this world, pick up more things, because we're missing a lot of stuff from Bright Falls. So, I hope to see you in the next one, but until then, have a good one, and take care.